Hey, well, good morning. It is a cloudy, kind of a miserable day out. We got our feeding done. We fed earlier. It was I quickly fed, and when I actually ran the wagon, which I typically don't do. But when I did, I was driving by our cows that are left to calve, and I noticed that our heifer, she's right in the middle. She's walking across. She was kind of acting off. And when I went in for lunch, I thought, oh, now she's working on it. So she's calving, and that's our last heifer to calve. So hopefully she can do it on her own. We'll see how that goes. She's getting it. Heads out. Calf's eyes are blinking. I'm gonna help her just a little bit. Keep going, Mama. There we go. You did it. Oh, don't walk away. You worked so hard for this. All right, well, it's warm outside. She'll come back, I hope. Nice heifer calf. Yep. Calf's breathing. Doing good. And that's what we get sometimes with our heifers. If it takes a long time, they actually get kind of, I don't know, you could say mad, but we'll get her back. Bip, bip. Oh, bip. I'm gonna walk away and we'll see whether she comes back. Yeah, there she goes. She'll go back. Hopefully she can sniff it. And we got ourselves another live calf. So heifers, it's a first timer. They're trying to figure out what they need to do here. I don't like to help a whole lot, but she was working at that one for quite a while. And I just helped at the very end. Just help getting the last of it out, but we'll let them be. It's warm outside. Calf's breathing. It's wagging its head. They should be good. Okay, we're gonna have to watch her. You're supposed to lick your calf, okay? Love it. We're watching you. All right, so that leaves us down to 6 cows left to calve. So. We got a camera on the top of that pole right there. We'll watch it to make sure that this cow heifer is loving on her calf, not trying to kill it. We have had that in the past where a heifer is actually angry at its calf when it's born, and it in the pen it's tried to kill its baby, ramming it against the boards or the barn. And calf's trying to get up, and the cow doesn't like it, or it just starts, it's like it doesn't know what it is. It's new to them, and that's how they act. But we haven't had that this year, and hopefully she settles down. It might take her a little bit, but we'll keep our eye on them. gotta put the forks on. We are, Daryl and Dylan went to meetings this morning. Daryl and Dylan went to meeting this morning / afternoon. It's we are trying something different, and we're getting we're getting a company called Field to Field out to do some crop scouting, doing our soil testing. They're going to do a bunch of different stuff for us. This year they came down, they threw a proposal by us, and we're going to give them a try and see how we like it. So we're doing a bunch of our land, not all of it, and to start off with, and we'll see how that goes. And while they're there, I'm going to be I'm setting up where we're going to be vaccinating tomorrow. I'm going to be setting that up out by the cows. We're hoping to do it tomorrow. That's the plan. So what I gotta do is I gotta bring our chute out to the pasture where our pairs are, and we're gonna set things up there. We've tried to get away with the last couple of years without doing this, and last year we ended up losing a couple calves right around the August, September time, because we didn't give them a certain vaccination, and we ended up losing 2 calves last year because of it. So some of our land has stuff that we need to protect our animals for blackleg because of the disease. The disease is in the soil, and they come back, and the calves are they're protected with. They're protected from that up until a certain age, and then once that vaccine runs out, which is typically September-ish, then if they're on pasture that is susceptible for that, then they can be problematic to die. And so, and there's nothing really you can do unless you have given them the vaccine. So I'm gonna head out and get that all set up, and then we'll run everybody through tomorrow that is out there, and then when that's done, then we'll come back, we'll do everybody that's here, and then we gotta start setting everybody up in the proper pens. Okay, so we got 120 pair out here. They all need to be vaccinated, and we gotta do it so that they don't get mixed up, so that we know that we're not duplicating or that we haven't missed anybody. So the plan is to push them all into the west side of these 2 pens, and then push them all around, and then they come down the middle of these sides, of this side. So it'll take a little bit to get set up, but I have an idea of how we want to do it. And then once this is done, then it just we're gonna actually open the whole thing up so that the cows, it's one big pen, and then we're gonna start sorting them pen by pen of which cows we want in which pen for each bull. So I'll show you. So the kind of key is that you don't have any sharp angles, but cattle, or anything we've learned, like to return where they've come from. So if we send them in one end, if it's on a circle or a curve, they like that. They don't like to go in straight lines, from what we've learned. So we got a whole bunch of panels that when we cleaned up back at my place, we got eliminated one panel, or one pen, and we had a whole bunch of panels from that. That was a week and a bit ago, and now this is where we want to use these panels up. Okay, I think we're set up good. Again, we've never done it this way before, so try to set it up on how you think the cattle are gonna work. But the idea is I gotta set panels up going across the middle of the next two pens, and then we'll file everybody into these two pens, and then they'll run in here, they'll go down this side, and they're good to eat. And we'll see. We might end up dumping some bales of straw in here, just so that when they're walking, it's not a complete mess, but we'll see. So out here, if I grab mud, it's not, back at home, I could make balls out of this, and it's very sticky and gross. Out here, it's just not the same. This is light land, and dries up much quicker and a lot nicer for cattle work. So, and if you're new to our channel, not like I'm trying to cover up any of my mistakes, but we are still doing lots of learning. I don't think you'll ever stop learning when it comes to running businesses. I don't think I know anybody that knows it all, but this is our 8th year. This is our 8th year in cattle. Before that, we'd never had any livestock at all. Me and Daryl, we ran a grain farm, and that was it. And we decided to get into cattle 8 years ago. And right now, with the way the prices of cattle are, our timing was, you can say, just about perfect. And with the way grain prices are, it's a good way to diversify. So we were still doing lots of learning how animals work, processing them, lots of things we were learning. And I feel as in the last 2 years, I've got a lot better of an idea on what we're doing. Daryl does the feeding, I do the calving, and we're just trying to find different ways to make things work on our farm. And yeah. And this is our first year set up out here, way better than the Leyland. When we got into cattle, our thoughts were as if we could get close to 100 cows, that'd be pretty good. We'd be pretty happy with that. And this year we're calving out 160. So yeah, steep learning curve, but I feel like we are coming along. And when you don't know anything about cows, like I can remember the first calf that was born on our farm. Man, I wish I would have had a GoPro back then, because everybody would have had a good laugh. I was like, I had no clue what we were doing. Didn't know how long it should take. I didn't know nothing. So yeah, that was 8 years ago. so if you haven't quite figured out what I'm doing here, I've cut these two pens into two. We're gonna move all the animals into these two pens on the west side, and then we'll funnel them around out there, and then they'll all get mixed up over here. So come around for the next video and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm done here. We're all set up, and I'm gonna go back and process that cow. All right, we got another driver in the family. So my oldest son, Parker, he bought himself a car. Yeah, that's high. That's good enough. And he's just changing the winter. He bought it with 2 sets of tires, and he's putting the summer tires on. He's optimistic that winter is done. So he's gonna do that, and then when we get back, we'll process. I'm actually going to head back out to those cows, and I'm going to push up all their feed and get them to clean up all that feed. When I get back, he should be done with his Parker should be done with his car, and then we'll see how that new pair is doing. Well, calf was born right here, so it has moved. Have you been up? How are you doing? Yeah. Ooh, it wants to suck right away. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing up. Let's get you up. Let's see if Mom will let you. Come on, Beagle. Oh man. She wants to. Calf is looking for it. Before, when I was watching, the moment the calf stood, it's like the cow was knocking it down. It didn't want it to walk around. But the moment I stuck my fingers in her mouth now. All right, go find it. Yeah, calf hasn't done a whole lot of walking. Quit turning, Mama. Let your calf suck. Okay, the calf is wanting to eat, and Mom isn't letting it go past the front legs. Some may say, oh, she'll figure it out, but this calf's 3.5 hours old. I'm a firm believer in the sooner we can get the calf sucking, it's always a benefit. And I'm gonna walk them in and just see if I can help them out in the barn a little bit. Okay, let's go. Mom's a bit nuts, so yes, I keep my distance. Okay, let's go. Try and keep the calf between. Come on, let's go. Yep. Yep, let's go. Come on. Yep. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Go find Mom. Let's go. If the mom can step back a little bit. Here. Oh, so close. There. It's pretty skinny, so she needs some food. Once they start sucking, it strengthens their jaws and their tongue. And then once they get going the first bit, and typically they're good to figure it out. There. So a couple weeks back, probably closer to a month ago, we had a calf that couldn't find the teat. We had it on like this for a while. We went out to check on them. Come on, this way, buddy. There you go. And the calf had been sucking on the tail. Thankfully enough, I caught it soon enough that the calf wasn't skinny, but the mother's udder was very, very full. So I brought them in here. I have a video of it, but I was able to get them going. That pair is doing awesome. There we go. Once I get that belly full, or get this one sucking on its own good and proper, I'll go get the medication already, and then we'll weigh them, process them, and boot them outside. Alright, calf seems to be done. It's been doing awesome. We're gonna go weigh it. Oh. There we go. Walk on. There we go. Hey, 80 pounds. That's a nice weight.
How big?
80. Vitamin A and D. So I need. The traws are all pill. Come this way. Hey, buddy. We gotta tag it and then we're good to go. Molly, that's disgusting.
Hey. Oh.
You're gonna get hurt, moles.
Don't bite the ears.
Hey.
Don't bite the ears. Oh,
Molly.
God, you're brave.
Well, she's trapped, so. Oh, that brake doesn't work. Hey, buddy. Let's go this way, buddy.
Molly, come.
Molly. Well, she probably tastes the milk that's on her mouth. All right, Molly, let's go.
Likes the leather.
Molly,
Hey, Doc, come on.
come on, go. If you open up that door, I'll release the mother.
Do your job.
Just be careful with her. Mama's interesting. Oh, we could have just booted them. Just watch yourself. Dylan?
I'm gonna open up this door.
Yeah, boot them this way, it'll be a lot easier.
No, Molly, you're not helping.
Just carry her onto that straw pack. I'll close this, and then I'll push the cow that way. Alright, go this way. Molly, you're gonna want to move. That's not your calf. Okay, let's go this way. Go that way. Come on. Shh. Come on. Yep. Come on, hip. There you go. Okay, we were watching on our camera up there. And I was curious to see whether this calf, how it was doing the new one. And Mom won't stand still for it, so it's trying to suck. But she just keeps moving. Yeah, she's on good. I think what we'll do is we'll leave them in the barn for the night. Help this calf get good and full, and then we'll hopefully they'll be good tomorrow. Alright, well that calf is doing great. So the cow's staying still. I'm thinking that it's when the cow's out there with all the other calves running around, it's got too many things going on. It can't concentrate. Not really sure, but that's kind of what we were guessing what was going on out there. And wouldn't stand still for the calf, so we'll let them bond together. Oh no, don't move. We'll let them bond together in here. I'll once I feel the calf has had a good tummy full, then I'll let them walk around. They'll be in the barn. So, and then that'll be a wrap. So anyway, one more calf, 6 more to go, and then we're done. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and have yourself a good one.